Hey there, this is Evan again, and this is actually going to be a longer video. I got a really cool request from a subscriber. I'm not sure if they're subscribed, but they've been responding. But they've been responding to my videos and comments and stuff like that. And so this is actually going to be a longer one. I've got Monica here, my trusty Fire tablet, and with Tenzin's help, my iPhone. Essentially, this is going to be the first video that I'm doing where, hold on, let me get my thoughts together. Been experiencing a lot of dissociation and trauma flashbacks today and yesterday. Oh yeah, it's Sunday now. Like 12:14 a.m., June 23rd, 2024. But honestly, this moment in space-time is kind of irrelevant if you're watching this in a different year. So, hi, in whatever year you're watching this in. I'm Evan, and I'm going to tell you about some music that I wrote in 2015. But yeah, a person who's been commenting on my videos, he was saying that he'd like to hear more about like my music and my processes and different things like that. And so this video is going to be the first of probably many of where I just dive into different aspects of my music. And this one's not going to have like it's not going to have now hold on, give me a second. It's not going to have any of the music like playing because at the moment I'm prioritizing just making videos and putting them out. I'm over editing them. And so in place of showing them as part of the video, all the music I'll be talking about is already on my YouTube channel. And I've made playlists for them, and so I can throw the links up in the description. And so today I'll be talking about my first EP that I made in the year 2015. I finished it before 2016, but it ended up getting released in the first third of 2016, and that project is called Identity. It featured 5 tracks, and on Monica here, I don't want this video to be super duper duper long. And so I'm have some stuff from a Tumblr post that I read, that I wrote back during that time. And it's literally called Stuff I Wrote Down While Making Identity. And so this is gonna be fun. Hopefully you enjoy it, and like all the, and essentially it's a little track by track. And so it's like, that's what you can expect. There are 5 tracks. I'm gonna give like an overview of the EP and then like each track, and then there'll be like an outro or something. Anyways, yeah. Yeah. And again, this is my first time doing this, and so I'm not looking for pity. I'm not looking for like sympathy per se. I'm more so just saying this for the sake of your understanding as a person. Um, like, and also, if this is the first video you're watching of mine, I'm autistic, and I experience a lot of difficulty with sensory processing, as well as just, there's a lot of different things that like don't necessarily go on paper that are a part of the autistic experience that just make life pretty difficult for me. And and it just makes it so things like this aren't exactly easy, but the fact that they're not easy doesn't stop me from giving them a try. And so I don't think I don't think anybody can blame me for trying, because if you did a head count of all the YouTube channels that had actual videos, if you did a percentage of it, it would actually be very few of the channels that are like on here that actually have like more than 5 videos, or even just 1 video. So anyways, also Monica's running out of battery, so I'm going to go ahead and get this started. Okay, stuff I wrote down while making Identity. I'm going to decrease her brightness just to make it so she lasts a little bit longer, and hopefully she can last through the video. Anyways, yeah, stuff I wrote down while making Identity. The following is some stuff that I wrote down about the tracks on Identity as I was making the EP. These are recorded between the months of October 2015 and probably January or February 2016. So here we go. Hey guys, I know I put a lot of thought into the songs on Identities, so I thought it best to give a rundown of each song on the EP so that everything is interpreted and intended, or as intended, and you guys get to know more about and hopefully make a deeper connection with them. Here we go. However, this is like this. There's a caveat here that 26-year-old Evan would like to make on behalf of 18-year-old Evan, in the sense that in terms of interpretation of our songs, like we don't really care how they're interpreted. We share our interpretation to contribute to it, but like it's not by any means the only way to interpret our music, the only way to interpret my music. And so it's all good. Yeah. So as I was quoting Lady Gaga, in her song here, hey, in her song Ayo, here we go. Track 1. This next part is about track 1. Not quite a hard-hitting banger, not quite a soft song. Track 1 is an opener that strives to describe me in a radio-length pop song. The title track of the EP, Identity, is my attempt at fitting myself onto a song that people can listen to and get a good gist of me and who I am. I'm a child of God first, and also an artist with 4 main areas of specialty. My first interest was architecture slash engineering and overall design. Second is music. Third is writing, and fourth is photography and multimedia. I love to mix them up all the time too. For instance, this song and all the others I've written is a result of my music skills intermingling with my writing skills. Outside of that, identity sort of paraphrases my life and adventures up to now, and what had allowed me to become who I am right now. I also elaborate on my musical identity, particularly in the bridge. I love so many different types of music that I have decided to identify as a genre bender or genreless artist. For me, just about any musical style or influence is fair game in my recording process. These songs represent the first opportunity for me to experiment with the concept of blending genres. I wanted the production to be relatively uniform in tone. Excuse me. So I played the instrumental parts with the same effects, but in varying styles within the given sonic arrangement. I was inspired by the flow of the amazing Alessia Cara's vocal delivery in songs like 17 and Four Pink Walls. Also Ed Sheeran in general, but especially on Multiply. Also, happy 10th birthday to Multiply. It turned 10 on June 21st, 2024. Really cool. If this is the future and y'all haven't heard Ed Sheeran, check out his album Multiply. It's awesome. Just type in Ed Sheeran and then actually the letter X. Awesome. As well as some smaller but still significant influences from Melanie Martinez, Halsey, Beck, The Notorious B.I.G., and Drake. Okay, I threw a little Justin Bieber and the Beatles in there as well. I don't know how prevalent this is to other people, but the percussion part is probably the most dynamic element in the entire song, as it not only changes styles within itself while complementing the rest of the instrumental, but follows with the lyrical content and vocal inflections and volume changes. Because of its self-contained dynamicness, the track Identity took the longest time to produce and became the most thoughtful and intricate song on the EP. The main message of the song is, I am an artist of many disciplines. I'm a loving soul. I'm a musically eclectic individual. I'm not to be categorized easily. And just trust God or whatever you believe in, or just yeah. The universe, source, or however you describe it, for yourself, however it helps you to interpret that higher power that sort of floats everywhere, all throughout the universe. It's in this floss pick, that's in this bag of peanuts, that's in Tenzin, my iPhone, that's in Monica. And actually, originally this video was going to be just everybody just going through. It was going to be me going through every bit of my through every bit of this Tumblr post where I just wrote down stuff for each of the 5 songs on Identity. But actually, I think it might be better if I just divide it, instead of doing a full track by track in one video. I think I'm actually going to do a track by track with individual videos. And so this is going to be a track by track video on the title track of my EP Identity. And so with that, we'll end this video with the main message of the song, which is, I am an artist of many disciplines, a loving soul, and a musically eclectic individual, not to be categorized easily. And just trust God or whatever like thing in the universe, like whatever higher power you like recognize out there. Even if you just recognize that higher power as being like inside of you. Like, but typically, like, I just say, like, it's actually engraved in the inside of my class ring, like the 3 words, just trust God. Like, those are the words that I keep with me. And it's funny because I say, like, those are the words that I keep with me, because it ties into, the first track in the EP that actually profoundly inspired me and initially gave me the idea to drop a 5-song EP, which was Alessia Cara's debut EP, 4 Pink Walls, which features the first 5 tracks on her first album, Know It All. And in the second verse of the first track on 4 Pink Walls, which is 17, she said, like, she says that or Alessia says that the words that she keeps with her is that the answer is love. And so it's like, yeah, like those are some dang good words to keep with you. Anyways, so just trust God are the words that I keep with me. And it's funny because it's like I just mentioned this, but like, I'll just like read this because it was in the stuff that I wrote down all those years ago. I even have those words engraved on the inside of my blue class ring, which I also mentioned in the end of the first verse of Identity. And basically that's it. For this video at least, I'm going to, and as promised, I'm going to give a link to, I'm going to give a link to the music video for Identity. And hopefully you get to enjoy it and it's really cool for you. And it was definitely really fun for me making it, because I'm really all the music videos all the music videos I've made so far, they're all connected and they all sort of flow into each other, many of them. And so, yeah. Anyways, and my first music video for Identity is no exception. So, anyways, I'll link on both the video and the audio down in the description, and the lyrics should be in both, but at the minimum they're like on the audio video. And so yeah, I'll just link those down there, and that'll be that. So I hope you really enjoyed this. And I really hope that that having a conversation like this with me has opened up your mind to how complex music can really be, like from a creation standpoint, just like it's different hearing a song on the radio versus hearing all the different facts that tied into the inception and the recording and the editing and the producing and the release and the overall creation of a song or an EP or a mixtape or an album or a mini album or compilation or like whatever, you know, or just, yeah. So anyways, I didn't want this video to drag on super duper long, but I think that, I think doing like a individual track by track for each one, I think that that's the best way to do it. And again, I'm practicing the no edit thing because like essentially I'm prioritizing getting these videos out to you. Like over, I'm trying to do like a quick polish thing because it takes longer to make things quick and polished. And yeah, again, it's like it's not my priority to make something that's heavily edited. And so it's kind of like the shipbuilders at Harlan and Wolff said in the early 1910s. They just builds them and shoves them in. As in like they just shove like they build ships and shove them in. They build ships and then shove. They build ships and then shove them into the water. Like ships were my as an autistic person, ships were my first special interest, and I even mentioned that in Identity. And I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera, but in the back is a model of Titanic that I made back when I was probably like 10 or 11. And I've had it ever since, and I absolutely love her. She's awesome. I call Titanic a she at all times. And so, yeah, anyways. Also, if y'all would want to hear more about like my special interest in my autistic origin story, please let me know, and I can share that too if you're interested. So yeah. Anyways, I can't read your mind. I'm mind blind, I'm autistic, and so I'd really appreciate it if you dropped a comment with your thoughts on any and all of this, and hopefully that'll be that. And I really appreciate if you were able to watch this all the way to the end. And it's my first time doing something like this, which means two things. Like one, there are hiccups always, like as with any iterative process. And two, like you're always gonna, after the first one happened, it's like you only get better from there. And so, yeah. I'm getting really excited about what the future holds with all this. So, very cool. I love you. You're awesome. And honestly, even if you didn't get to this end of the video, it's like that's not the reason that you're awesome. It's like it's the fact that you exist. It's the fact that you're a human being living in this moment, watching a guy who's cursed and burdened and gifted with way too many ideas on his hands to share. Like it's so cool that I'm actually living in a time where it's like I'm not corporeally there in the room with you, but I kind of am. And so anyways, it's kind of like Mr. Robot said, exciting times we're living in. Or actually he could have just said exciting times. Anyways, I love you guys. I'm going to turn the camera off now and hopefully go to bed pretty soon. But yeah, love you. Bye-bye.